Height. Yeah. Big dicks. No diddy. Waves. Exaggerated swag. Yeah. Just wait till this hit Earth Streets, bro. We finna go crazy on Hood.
Make them slaves.
Excuse me?
Yeah, make them slaves. Yeah, make them slaves. Put them in chains. Yeah, make them do labor for free.
Why?
Just want to see something. Yeah, I just want to see something. Just want to see something. Just real quick. Just real quick.
What do you want to see? And what is real quick?
400 years minimum. Okay, I just want to see something real fast. Make them slaves, put them in chains. And make them really, really, really black as fuck, dark, for humorous, comical purposes. Please.
God, we just have maybe most likely created the most perfect specimen, and you want them to be slaves? Like they can accomplish so much.
They will. After. Like, way, way after. I just want to see them niggas suffer first. Like, suffer real bad. Type shit.
Why? And what is a nigga?
Because, Jesus, it's amusing to me. And niggas is them. They is niggas. I made that shit up. That shit slide, don't it? Oh, my knee.
God, I don't see this playing out well.
Nah, bro, it's cool. Bro, I promise you, bro. Just trust me. Like make them slaves. And then like post slavery. Bro, I promise you, bro. Just watch, bro. All great things gonna come from this. Well, not all, but bro, I promise you.
What do you mean by that?
Just trust in me, my G. I promise you, without slavery, black people not gonna be as nice. They need this. And everything that come after it. I promise you, the get back gonna be tough. The get back gonna be tough. Oh my God. Oh no, on me.
God, I ran the numbers. Blacks, Asians, Hispanics, all colored folk live in a perfect utopia in peace. No war, no oppression, no evil. That's why I took the liberty of creating the perfect specimen that's gonna fuck all of that up. Peace? Boring.
What did you do?
Jesus, meat, and let's say it all together, the white man. These motherfuckers about to fuck up the entire planet. Every fucking thing. And I got something extra special for them Jews.
Yo, God!
Now, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of the Great Millstone. And shout out to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And as off as that video is, it's on point. Like it's on point. You know, it's crazy, man. Actually, it kind of tickled me. I'm not gonna, you know, it tickled me, but it's very deep. And I'm gonna start with that. Get back is gonna be crazy. Then I'm going to make some corrections because he was 100% right with that. That give back will be nice. And firstly, let's do this. Because the Lord didn't just put us in slavery just to do it. You know, we sinned against the Lord as a nation. And this was our judgment as a nation, not just once or twice. It was continuously. And the Lord got fed up and said, look, he going to hide himself from us. So he going to hide himself from us. So he took his hedge away. And he allowed the enemy to react their feelings out towards us, essentially. we was protected and covered. The heathens couldn't fuck with us. This Jeremiah 5:19. And it shall come to pass when ye shall say, wherefore doeth Yahweh our power all these things unto us? Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me, and served strange gods in your land, so shall you serve strangers in a land that is not yours. So we forsook our power. What is he supposed to do as a God? This is the Father of spirits. He got to do judgment that's going to touch your soul. And we feel it. All right? This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from Jeremiah 17:1. The sin of Judah is written with the pen of iron and with the point of a diamond. It is graven upon the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars. Whilst their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills. So Jacob was and Jacob is short for Jacob. All right, that's our bloodline. That's who we come from. You know, the seed of Jacob. We're the Israelites. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Yaquab to Yasharallah in the Hebrew. O my mount in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Forever just means a long time. All right, that's why Daniel says we're going to possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, meaning eternity. It's a big difference. All right, but forever means it's the same even today. Something happens, man, it took forever, but it's just a long time. All right, now, so we did earn this slavery. All right, and even on there's a deeper, even level to that because the Lord planned everything out. All right, but the Lord Yahweh is balanced. In life, in creation, there's good and evil. There's right and wrong. All right. So evil exists. The Lord created it. Just like there's hot and cold. There's duality with everything. So we have Esau, the so-called white man who was evil. And then you have the good, which are the Israelites. Okay? Both things had to happen. Both people had to exist. Okay? Now, with that existing, what happened? Spirit like the wind, you know. Don't get right to it. Seduces. Let me get that Proverbs on deck. And then let me get the upright. Ecclesiastes 7:29. Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright. They have sought out many inventions, and inventions mean imagination. So, you know, the thoughts of the mind produced evil. But where did it come from? This is Proverbs 12. I should look at the verse. I'm going to just do it the easy way. I skim too fast. That's cool. Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. All right? So man was made upright. Hell, in the garden, the Lord told us what? Well, Salaki, not us. The Lord told Adam what? You know, I was thinking collective with Israelites, but let me make that right. The Lord told Adam, you can deal with all the trees in the garden, but one tree, the serpent's tree, you cannot deal with. All right? So the wicked is the ones that came with the seduction. All the other nations, even in the video, that's crazy he said that. It could have been harmony. Us and the rest of the nations, which are the trees. Let's grab that. Because you know what? Before I do that, this is Psalms. People forget that the Bible is, I mean, it's literal accounts, but it's also parabolic. Certain accounts and things are written in parabolic form. You have to have the spirit of discernment. You got to understand precept upon precept, line upon line, to understand what's really being said, man. The serpent ain't some snake that had legs, then lost the legs. Like, what? That's his judgment. Man gets deaf and the snake loses legs to slither. No, man, that's crazy. This is Psalms 78:1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. All right, so these scriptures are in parables, dark sayings. And you have to link the precepts up with the precepts. You got to know when to go to this script. Okay, this breaks down what this means. Oh, this is why I call them trees, because that happens. That's part of the sayings. Oh, they called men snakes and vipers. Deceitful men was referred to as vipers, as serpents. All right, so now you can understand these things, right? Like the scriptures say, rightly dividing the word. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is Mark 8:24. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. So it's like a map key. All right. Or the key to the puzzle, how you can solve the riddles. You got to find this point. Oh, okay, this I understand this part of the riddle. This I understand that part of the riddle. Okay. So sometimes men are referred to as trees. We have another account. There's other accounts of this as well. But I'm giving the abridged version. Okay? The point is made. It's clear. I'm hitting the home runs right here because I want to touch these different topics. All right, you got the example, I believe, in Judges. It's in Judges. He gave the parable about the trees told this tree, would you rule over me? Would you do that? And it was talking about, I believe, Gideon. I could be wrong about the men, but the trees represented the men. It's that simple. Okay? Today, what they call it, your family tree. This is plain. All right? Stop mystifying everything. It's really plain when you use your brain, man. That's why the scriptures say the simplicity that's in Mashiach. All right? The simplicity that's in the Messiah. Okay? It's there. So, there was command, you can deal with these other trees. They're not going to seduce you like that. But the serpent, you know, you can't eat of this fruit right here, this specific fruit, this specific tree, which that goes hand in hand with the serpent. That's one and the same. Okay? And let's get that. Let's prove what that tree was, what that fruit was. This is Hosea 10:13. You have plowed wickedness, you have reaped iniquity, you have eaten the fruits of lies, because thou didst trust thy way in the multitude of thy mighty men. So what did they receive? Lies. The serpent told Eve what? You will not surely die. That was a lie, because now look where we at. We not only do we go through the cycle of death, all right, death is bigger than that. This death is a state. This is the condition of death that we're dealing with. All right? You can't even let your children go outside to the front and play, all right, and enjoy just being outside in nature and running around because somebody got the spirit of death on them, man. They don't have to murder. They can take their innocence. That's death. Adultery, that's death. Okay? The hell we live in with, the judgments, all this other shit, slavery, that's death. That's in Deuteronomy. Talks about the lowest hell, and it describes these different things. Hell means the grave. When you look up the word hell in the Hebrew, all right, in the Yiddish they say Sheol. It's death. It means grave, which the grave is what? Death, man. All right. Another scripture to prove that, Proverbs say they that turn away from the Lord shall remain in the congregation of the dead. The Messiah talked about those that didn't have this truth, because without this truth, you're liable to do all manners of wickedness, and you will. He said, "You let the dead bury the dead." Okay, that's all death, plain and simple. So that's what it was. The fruit of lies, man. That tree represented a nation. That nation was referred to as serpents as well, man. It was the Edomites, but they weren't called Edomites yet because that name didn't come to after the flood. It was simply the line of the wicked. This is Psalms. And we're gonna prove that. This is Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So that fruit of lies is synonymous with this, what the wicked is speaking, right? Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Oh, that's why they're referred to as the serpent, because they have that poison of lies. Like if you get bit by a snake, a poisonous snake, you die. You eat this fruit of lies, you get bit by this serpent, you die. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They're like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Okay? So when you read Genesis and it talks about that serpent, it's talking about the wicked. Okay? And there is a nation of wicked, like he said, the white man. And that ain't Adam. Adam would be what you call a so-called Negro. All right? That's crazy. Okay? But let's prove further that this serpent is a so-called white man. Revelation 12:1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And this represents Israel. All right? This woman represents the nation of Israel. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So it explains who this dragon is plainly. Who went against the nation of Israel when it was time for our Lord to be born, during the time of his birth? The Romans. Okay, this dragon is talking about the Roman army, the red dragon. The 3 stars, what you mean the 3 stars then? That's talking about Judah, Benjamin, Levi. What did the Lord tell Abraham? Yeah, we get that one. Even though I already said 12 stars. This is Genesis 26:4. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed. So those stars represents Israel. Again, another precept would be Joseph in his vision. He had a vision that the sun and the moon, the mother and the father, and the 12 stars would do obeisance, which was representing his 11 stars at this point, because he would be one of the stars. He's one of the 12. But they would do obeisance to him, meaning they would bow down to him. All right? But what it represented was, of course, them coming to him during the time of famine. And you know the rest of the story with Joseph. They got mad, sold him into slavery instead of killing him. That was to save his life. Nevertheless, the vision shows that the stars represented Israel. All right? Another way of proving that is... you can do Daniel 12 about the elect, talking about Israel shining as the stars. The star of Jacob, which the top star is Yahweh Shai. There's many more precepts. It said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Another word for the sky, what they call now the outer space and stuff, is heaven. We are the stars. We are that kingdom. But That's proof right there. And the precepts show it. Again, it's the abridged version, so I want to hit these different topics. So that was Judah, Benjamin, Levi, because that's who was left. The other tribes wasn't there anymore. They was already on the other side of the world. They went into Assyrian slavery. This is history, and also this is scriptural. Assyrian slavery. Then after that, they fled and came to this side of the world. That's 2 Kings 13, 2 Kings 17. All right. Go ahead and read them yourself. Now, back in this Revelation 12, right, the dragon is the Roman army. All right. It's not an actual beast coming out of Lake Michigan or the Pacific Ocean, nothing like that. No. That's madness. This is talking about the beast like in Daniel 7. This is the fourth beast. And this is a lesson on that. We'll go into it, you know. This is that fourth beast, that last kingdom to rule. And but with that last kingdom to rule, yes, it's Rome, but the beast received the deadly woman, was healed. This kingdom came back. This is Rome 2.0. All right? Which the proof of that is that fourth beast to be different from all the other beasts. And then Maccabees go into the book of First Maccabees, I believe, the 8th chapter, goes into what made them difference, which was the democracy instead of having a monarchy. Every other kingdom had a king. It was a kingdom. Rome in its place was kicked off the democracy and then pushed those ideologies to the world. After Rome fell, eventually, that shit came back into power. France, Britain, Spain, these countries, which was once under Rome, got kings again. All right? Until America got set back up and now democracy is back. This is Rome 2.0. Okay? And then, which is the little horn in Daniel 7. Which is the eighth horn in Revelation. All right? The other horn that will come up and take down the nation before them, which is basically came from mainly Britain, but Britain, Spain, and France. Those three horns fell. Nevertheless, let's keep going. Verse 5, and she brought forth the man-child, who was to rule all nations with the rod of iron. Her child was caught up unto the Most High and to his throne, proving, this is talking about them coming after the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. Now I want to jump down. So we understand it's the Roman army, right? Let's get verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And angels represent the messengers, man, or as the scriptures call them at times, host, which the word host means armies. And to this day, you go see an air show. Those are military men, from the Air Force and stuff. And they're called the Blue Angels even. But this is just talking about the other, other warriors that got that same message, that follow after their leader, But nevertheless, it called this dragon the old serpent. All right? This is going back to the wicked. That's the mystery. 2 Thessalonians 2. We'll get to the point. So of course, we know the angel Satan, who is an angel that works for the Lord. That's the book of Job. He didn't play the flute well, then got proud and tried to fight against the Lord. That's bullshit. That's not in the scriptures. Okay? That's bullshit. Satan, it still works for the Lord. But you have a physical counterpart of Satan on earth, just like you have gods on this earth, the sons of God, Israel. You got the sons of the wicked, the sons of the devil, which is not literal, but that's the spirit they come in. They still is created by the Most High. But this is 2 Thessalonians 2. And 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So this was a mystery. The mystery of iniquity, the one who ruled sin. Well, that was told to Cain. You should be the ruler of sin. There's a wicked who's controlling all this on the earth. That old serpent that got everybody fucked up right now, man. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And this devil got y'all to believe and follow after him as if he's this angel of light. But the whole time he's been fucking the world up with all this. Oh yes, look at the Western medicine that we got from this oil. So we can patent it. Side effects. Moving on, so I'm getting no strike for medical misinformation. I'm leaving it at that. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. But the point is, there was a mystery that was already in work, and who was ruling back then when this was written? The Romans. And there will be a time when he'll be revealed to be the wicked. And who was the wicked? The nation of Edom. Don't forget, he's called the old serpent. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas, no, I'm starting at 3. Start at 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved you. And I hated Esau. So Esau is hated. Even though he's in power, he's hated. Ecclesiastes tells you there's one that ruleth to his own destruction. This man is set up to rule, to cause great offenses, to get the greatest destruction ever. Ever. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, which we know the one layer of that is going into this land would be a desert. All right. And of course, the dragons would dwell there, which dragon, means serpents. It's not talking about necessarily a fire breather. It's a mythical creature. Okay. But also, this man is his heritage. He is that dragon. Job 30:29. I'm a brother to dragons. Well, we know Esau was Jacob's twin brother. He is the wicked one. One lump made for good, one lump for wicked. The same as Cain and Abel. One was wicked, one was righteous. It was the same story being told after the flood. All right. Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Rome fell. They will come back, return, and rebuild. That time of rebuilding was called the Renaissance, which Renaissance means rebirth. And what did they return to? The Roman ways. Thus saith the Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So that's the nation of the wicked. That's the wicked one. That's the mystery of iniquity. The people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Okay? So they are indeed the wicked. Edom. Edom will be the last nation to rule. Edom will be the nation that put us in our last captivity. Lamentations 4:21. All right? That's the devil. That's the old serpent. Which brings us to that give back now. I believe all the other points that need to be made was made. Let's start with Lamentations 4:21. That give back. Rejoice and be glad, all daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, which is Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So that give back is like, hey, that video was on point with that. Esau, you about to drink this cup. And what's the cup? The cup of slavery, the cup of destruction, the cup of hell. The things we went through. Okay? You're going to have to deal with that. What I want to let me get this. This is Revelation 18. And 6. Reward her even the her is talking about Babylon. All right? It's talking about Babylon, which this is America is Babylon. That's Psalms 137. All right? This is the new Babylon. The daughter of Babylon, which is Edom, who are to be destroyed. Hold on, that's part of the get back. I might as well get that to prove the point. This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, which basically means like erase. They wanted to completely eradicate us, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. So Edom is the daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Old Babylon didn't get destroyed. Old Babylon, that kingdom was transferred over. Media Persia took over. And then from Media Persia, Greece took over. Then Rome, etc. This is how it went. They didn't get destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Why is there no church reading this? The kingdom that will possess the Israelites last will get a terrible destruction for it, man. It even says your children shall be dashed against the stones. You did it to us. All right. We was alligator bait. You had the African Dodger game at the carnivals and shit. Hey, you're gonna get that judgment, man. And it says, happy shall he be that doeth these things to you. Period. Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she has filled to her double. So we're going to give you the double of the destruction you gave us, man. We're going to fuck you up doubly. And you did a lot of shit to us, man. We're going to find the equivalent to buck breaking. We ain't going to do no sodomite shit like that. We're going to find the equivalent to that and double it. We're going to double dash the Edomites baby Edomites against the stone. Yep. If you don't like the sound of that, then you have a mental condition, man. Because they did it to our children. Doing it to this day. All right? Doing it to this day, fucking our youth up, man. Look at our school lunches versus, let's say, Chicago City school lunches or black school lunches versus, and you can just go right over to the next area where the white schools are at. Let's say Beverly. Let's say Alsop. And look at their school lunches. They fuck us up, man. The shit they promote and make sure it gets played about blacks is destructive. The Sexy Reds, the Chief Keefs. And it's only an issue when it starts to affect their children. No Child Left Behind was meant to keep niggas dumb. They don't have to really work on their reading. They don't have to get better in the math. We don't need to find solutions. In fact, let's label them this and that, and let's give them the medicine. They use no. See, a lot of that should be early diagnosis and misdiagnosis, man. Which all it is, that child needs a different method of learning. They tried to do my cousin like that. Oh, he's slow, he this and that. And that man, fast forward 5-10 years later, he just needed a different teaching style. Some teaching with some patience. And he's excelled, man, way beyond that, man. Reading, mathing. And I said mathing intentionally, man. Come on. The Israelites brought arithmetic, Abraham specifically, to Egypt. All right, we're far from slow. All right? So yeah, y'all gotta fucking get it, man. Esau hatred hasn't gone anywhere. And as it is written, Revelation 13, 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Wait a minute. So this is what the saints is hoping for. The word saint means holy. This is what the holy seed is hoping for. This is what blesses the elect to endure. Knowing that someday that revenge will be exacted upon them. That those chains will get put on our enemies. That the slavery that we suffered, they're going to get double. The sword that we suffered through, they're going to get double. They murdered the fuck out of us to this day. The lynchings, all right? The putting us on the back of their Ford built tough trucks and dragging us up the roads. The devil punch bowls, the bombings, the Black Wall Streets, the Baltimore bombings that most niggas don't know about. Oh, that was old. That was old. Well, the Baltimore bombing, that happened in what, like the 80s? 70s, 80s? They fuck us up. But there will be get back for it, man. And I'm going to end it with this. This is Psalms. And you know the Psalms are songs. So that first song we read, well, not the first song, but the song we read about, the Psalm 137, that's a song. Happy shall he be that reward thee, as you did us, man, and dash your sons against the stones. That's a song. This is a song. I'm going to get to the point with it. Psalms 149 and 1. The point starts at the top. Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in a congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice. The saints are who? Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Dance to this. Let them sing praise unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. For what? To execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. Call her Lord Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahweh Shai. Which means all praises to Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh Shai's name of the Son. Letter J didn't exist to the 1600s. So yeah, man, that's plain. The whole is edifying, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Ba'Hasham Yahweh Shai Ba'Sham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, El Great Millstone. And salutation brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom wa Baba Ball.